And everyone keeps saying, why y'all keep talking about it then? Because she told us to run it, spin it, then double down on that it. How y'all doing? Y'all come on round, have a sit down. Let's discuss some things. So today I would like to talk to you about why society is attracted to narcissism and why Cheyenne continues to be invited to platforms. Well, most narcissists seek out success and they love to be on the top. So they will stop at nothing to possess the drive to get to where they want to be, to outshine you, to outthink you. They want to be the smartest, the most well-spoken, the most well-dressed. They want the spotlight on them. So a success-driven attitude can be attractive to someone who's trying to grow, trying to prosper, and trying to, get a promotion and things like that. So the taste of success is very delightful to a narcissist, and they will continue to do extremely risky and scandalous things to be at the top and to remain in the spotlight. Now, I'm continuing to see Cheyenne Bryant being brought back onto many platforms, just doing a lot of things that just shows a lack of empathy, a lot of professionalism, just a lot of things that proves that she just does not care. Narcissists aren't all 100% bad. They will do nice, kind things, often as manipulation tactics. And I don't really like to say that because someone who's battling narcissistic abuse, they may hear that and you say, well, they ain't that bad, and they just may want to, stick around and stay with them. And to be honest, some of these people that I see still talking to her and saying that, she's not canceled, they still fool with her, blah, blah, blah. I think their minds go back to before all this really came to the light and people thought she was an actual therapist and people thought she was actually providing legal therapy. So I think their minds are still stuck there, but her public behavior is showing differently. For instance, this right here, I'm gonna just put a picture of it right here. But what happened between her and Teray, that's just ridiculous. I'm not in the mood to play it right now, and I will come back to this later on, probably today or tomorrow, and we'll discuss this further. But yeah, this was very, very nasty. I watched a YouTube video. I believe the girl's name was Keita Rose. She speaks openly about her mental health. Now, she said in her video that she met Cheyenne Bryant and Cheyenne was very, very nice to her. And Cheyenne Bryant came up to her and said, oh, you do so well. You do this, so authentically. I wish I could be like that. And she said she couldn't believe it because she felt like Cheyenne Bryant was already doing it, Narcissists are very strategic. They like to get close to you, make you feel like you are the most valuable person in the world, let you open up to them, and you begin to tell them all about your problems and your issues, and just, you get real comfortable with them. And then once you've divulged all that information to them, they get to see your weaknesses and they'll use that against you. Now, my dissertation research surrounds AUDHD, co-occurring autism and ADHD, and how NPD overlaps and how this population either fall victim to NPD or they become narcissists themselves. And with the AUDHD population, they possess a lot of empathy. That type of individual is nothing but narc bait to a narcissist. And imagine someone with AUDHD opening up to that narcissist, telling them their struggles, that they struggle with social cues, executive functioning, blah, 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 blah. Oh, how a narcissist will take so much advantage of them. Cheyenne has become a walking case study for psychologists and NPD content creators. Now, here's my thing. What they all say is how to handle a narcissist. And that's always leave them alone. Get out of that toxic relationship. Go no contact. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. But look at how celebrity and society is still embracing Cheyenne and still inviting her onto these platforms. The proof is in the pudding. But you see how it's so hard for these people to stop seeing her in one way while she's doing another thing? If I didn't know anything about narcissism, I would say that she read that power book and she slept with it under her pillow, woke up the next morning and began to read it again to take advice from that book. Now, I'm going to say this. We watched R. Kelly pee on a child while the church sang, I Believe I Can Fly. And once everything came to the light, it was hashtag mute R. Kelly. Now, everyone has said that everything that Cheyenne has done is illegal. Can't show proof of a master's. Deemed herself an LMFT while everybody thought that she was a therapist. Can't show proof of her doctorate. And everyone has said this is illegal, unethical, immoral, blah, 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 blah. Why doesn't everyone simply mute Cheyenne Bryant? She's still being brought back onto these platforms. A lot of people think she's out here still doing good, still healing people, and everything is okay. I mean, remember in my last video, I talked about how Paul Pierce said that she's welcome back to the show, she's not causing any harm, and he has her grace. So before I go, I would like to make this video a little bit more informative and educational. And I'd like to talk to you about what goes on inside of a narcissist's brain. Now, I used this demonstration when I did my dissertation. I used it in a seminar that I recently did. So a narcissist's brain is always filled with a lot of chaos, and it's most of the time why they like to attach with someone that, presents a lot of peace. You see a lot of light in these individuals, people with, big hearts and empathy. Now, inside of a narcissist's brain, let me show you. Inside of a narcissist's brain, you have Sonic the Hedgehog in there, and Sonic is just running around, and Sonic is just knocking his own Sonic rings out the walls of a narcissist's brain, right? So they have to find someone to project that chaos onto so that they can be regulated. But on a more serious note, neuroscientific brain scans show that individuals with NPD lack brain matter. So this part right here is the anterior insula, and individuals with NPD, this part of gray matter is underdeveloped compared to individuals who are atypical and do not have narcissistic traits. And the anterior insula is the part of the brain that's responsible for empathy, emotions, bodily sensations, and decision making. So if you guys enjoyed that little part, guys, please don't worry. I am fascinated with the brain, and I will be coming back talking about the brain and giving you more and more discussion about it. That's just a little reference that I used in my seminars, and I did use it during my dissertation. Oh, and one more thing. Y'all stop with all that Dr. Eboni stuff down in the comments. Y'all do not have to call me Dr. Eboni. You could just refer to me as Eboni. I'm just little Eboni from North Carolina. That's all. I am very proud of my degree, but it's not going to go to my head, and I know who I am in Christ Jesus. So y'all don't have to worry about calling me that. But that's it, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Please subscribe. Still trying to build my following, my community. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.